Who's she? Never heard of her. Love the new outfit, Roman. And Virgil, I adore the more intense eyeshadow. It totally doesn't make you look like a raccoon. Yes. Oh, you are, Thomas. You are a good person. Everybody says so. What you don't know can't hurt you. You foolish dummy. I am and always have been Patton. You have no morality. I'm sorry to break it to you, but...
Ow! Oh my God.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, it didn't hurt me at all. Hey! You're in my spot. It all went according to plan. All right, but you've seen the last of me. Bye. Ah, shoot. Well, since I'm here, I might as well present to you a couple musical puns based all around Deceit, Lies and Dolls, Lion King, Fibber on the Roof, Fibbin', Jekyll and Hyde, totally not partial to that one, Forgery 2nd Street, Willy Wonka and the Alternative Factory, Damn Yankin' Your Cheneys, The Fraud Couple, Full of Chicago, Lie Lie Birdie, Miss Lie Gone, How to Succeed in Business Without Really Lying, The Untruthers, The Producers. I think that was my strongest one. That was fun. This was a fun video. I'm so glad I did this. All right. Guilty as charged. Thank you, Virgil. I love how you just ruined my dramatic introduction. Mwah, mwah, so good. Roman, please don't tell me how to do my job better. Roman, enough. Oh, what, so I can't join in and give my honest opinion? Come on, I don't only speak in lies. Red, I mean... Sometimes it's just a matter of self-control. Bad deceit. Oh, sorry, deceit. I'm just kidding. Well, Virgil's very right. You can't trust me. I'm trying to look out for you or anything. Oh, and no one has ever done any good with dishonesty at someone else's expense. It was pretty despicable when the about the date and location of their deed. An operation which led to the eventual liberation of Europe from Nazi control. Well, the bar for skipping unimportant opportunities should be higher than a social engagement. Do you want the part in the movie or not? Do you want the part or not? Wrong. See? Why would that be wrong? I don't know what you mean. I can't understand you. I don't know anything about words. Okay. Not confusing at all. Roman have to do anything. But if you cross about your absence, I didn't mind Roman's little Aunt Patty in the hospital excuse. Lying. I'm your morality. I would. Right. You're right. Why are you pushing? Do you know who else? Me. So perhaps you can defend him, but you can't change the facts. Is Thomas an... Let's let them... Oh, come now, Virgil. Jury duty is so much fun. Hopefully, he's better at ending. Does everyone understand their parts? I don't care. Wonderful. Now, could we have the Honorable Justice Roman read off the charges, please? Deceit, prosecuting for the and Mary Lee. Objection, neither can the jury. It's a lot to ask, but just keep reading. Ooh, said with the confidence of a man who has his hands stuck in the cookie jar in a cookie factory, and his pants are down, and they're on fire. The only thing opening should be Thomas's mouth, because he's about to be served his just desserts. He's not here. SvsS. I would like to call Logan to the stand. He impersonated you. That is always true without exception. Let's get this out of the way for everyone. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under pains and penalties of perjury? I know I do. So, you are Thomas's stinky poo-poo side, correct? Right, of course. But that's kind of an oversimplification. You see to a lot more than ensuring that Thomas is thinking logically. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Are you aware of Thomas's call to Alfred Hitchcock Lucasfilm, as well as the wedding that shares the callback scheduled date? Do you think some logic could be employed to assist with this dilemma? Yeah. I know, that's what I said, but Patton insisted we leave you alone. Apologies. So, Logan, what does logic have to say on this matter? What? How? Yes. What does he lose if he misses the wedding? Sure, but what are your thoughts on the matter? I feel like which event could cost us more to miss is a less interesting question than which event has more to offer us, don't you? Oh, of course you don't. And if you want to talk statistics, half of all marriages end in divorce, so... Earlier, you mentioned that you have responsibilities other than Thomas's logical thinking. Would you please name a few for the court? Just the right? You ensure that Thomas is punctual? How's that working out for you? Do you recall when Thomas was informed about the wedding thing? For a while. And when did Thomas hear about this callback? Good, good. For the record of the court, what day is the wedding? And would you mind sharing with the court what you have scheduled in your calendar for that day? Where's the wedding? Objection, I'm sorry, but that's bribing the witness. Wow, Thomas, it seems these days your moral compass is pointed south, towards hell. He's clearly manipulating the witness into doing what he... Wait a minute, who was it that was called a for doing the exact same thing? Oh yeah, it was me, disguised as Patton. Takes a liar to... I didn't say liar, I said lawyer. Totally different. Your Honor, will you control the one angry man over there? You'd like that one. I'm afraid this is a benched trial for you. I'd like to call my next witness to the stand. Virgil. Very well. You don't usually have anything helpful to add anyway. You are in control of Thomas's fears, are you not? Is it true that you once said that weddings are outdated, overly expensive pageantry? So you've changed your mind then? Very well. As Thomas's anxiety, do you have any relevant information about his norepinephrine levels in regards to these two conflicting commitments? Glass houses, Virgil. You yourself said that you are not a beacon of truth. Oh, so you've never been reluctant to share anything with the group then? What? I just meant your name. That's why it's so easy. I am. Like I said before, it takes a liar to know a liar. Roman, it's Your Honor. Your Honor, I have no further questions. Leading the witness, Thomas, back is I rest. Your name is Roman, correct? Can you spell your name for the court? Well, I'm afraid that's wrong. It's actually spelled W-R-O-A-M-M-I-N. Take him away, he's a fake. Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Oh, you know I love you. Actual first question. Is it not one of your many duties to help Thomas achieve his hopes and dreams? And how's that been going for you? So the wedding is more important? Why? So let me get this straight. The best thing for us to do is watch two people shove cake into each other's mouths, make out how much they love each other, while dressed like a butler and a princess. You're darn right. Level with me here. Is Thomas secretly in love with Lee? No. So he doesn't plan on objecting to their union as a declaration of his undying love for Lee. Who is more important in this friendship, Lee and Mary Lee or Thomas? And yet, we're prioritizing the wedding. Their wants over ours. One last thing. Stay with me here. Say you had a stereotypical relationship between a man and a woman. Okay, let me simplify. When two kingdoms. What is the most fair solution? Very good. Now, what is the compromise? Okay. Do you think everyone would be happy with that? Huh. So maybe fair isn't always ideal. Seems to be how they see it anyway. It would be fair if both parties got to have it. Ideally for them, they get to have their big day, and Thomas has to work. No further questions. Smirk. Suck up. See, I get it. It was all just a scene. And she has her own life. Okay. Do, lads. It is. You. Doesn't everyone? Everything has a purpose, and sometimes fulfilling your purpose requires keeping things close to the chest. Oh, honey, the truth hangs out in the courtroom? That's a laugh and a half. Courts and laws are some of the higher powers, and society is made of lies. Self is a lie. Get enough people to share a piece of land and breathe the same air, and you've got a society. It's just a bunch of people in the same general area. It's an abstract concept, as real as the monster under you. Obey these rules, or get punished for breaking them. All in the name of society. It's absurd and terrifying. I don't want Thomas to be disadvantaged in a world where you can die for not following the laws made in the name of a lie. Am I being over the top? Okay, I thought we were having a discussion about rights and wrongs. Society, those labels are deadly serious. Okay, you a question. Max Stirner. Go ahead, Logan. We're just going to focus on the philosopher part today. A central aspect of Stirner's view of the world is that there is nothing greater than an individual. The powers above are like boogeymen, except we believe in them, and in some cases, we fear them. So with that in mind, why is going to the wedding more important than the callback? But Thomas won't enjoy giving the bride and groom his time, because it costs something very important to him. Not only does this go against your claim, but it discourages Thomas from performing more acts of selflessness in the future. Try again. Why are their wants more important than Thomas's? And there it is! Our boogeyman, friendship. That is the abstract that is being treated as greater than the. Another idea that is central to Stirner's philosophy is egoism, or, putting it simply, acting in your own self-interest. You're wrong. See, the way Max Stirner saw it, egoist, and you either know it or you don't. On the contrary. You get it? On the contrary, Stirner was rather starry-eyed. He believed that no one was more important than anyone else, and if everyone understood everyone else to be equal, society where you could either work with others towards a mutual benefit or be left to your own devices if that's what you wanted. And I said we weren't focusing on that today. The point is, Thomas is an unconscious ego, actually between something that serves him versus something else that serves him, between looking and feeling like a good and a dream come true. Wanted to be seen as a good friend more than he wanted the role of a. But I just don't buy it. I'm through with my questioning. I'd like to call Thomas Sanders to the standers. Nailed it. Kind of annoying how a royal wedding can absorb all media attention and potentially distract from more important matters that people need to know about. Okay, would you show an 8-year-old an R-rated movie? Would you agree with a law that bans parents from letting their children watch R-rated movies? So it's okay to have values, but not to universalize them. Less important things like wedding. Who said that the royal wedding, wasn't that important? That's royalty, not little Lee and Mary Lee's inconsequential nuptial. But there are values that come naturally to us, and there are some that are instilled in us. You don't want a speeding ticket, not because you feel in your heart that speeding is wrong. Similarly, you fear being perceived as a bad. You don't want to go to the wedding at all, do you? Admit it. Oh, sweetie, I plead the fifth. Well, Roman wants me to win, so... I know you're lying, Roman. Like I said, everything has a purpose, and you're denying yours. So bad, and it will crush you if we... So, with conflicting conflicts of interest all around, I feel like it all kind of evens out. Okay, seriously, we're not going to perfectly nail every detail. This isn't even a real courtroom. You're sitting on the couch with your eyes closed. Stop stalling and admit it. What am I doing here right now, Thomas? Am I the snake come to trick? Or have you had your mind made up since the moment about the callback? You didn't even forget about the wedding, did you? It was all an act. Back. Prosecution rests, or whatever. Let's just call it here and put him out of his misery. Who knew convincing they really could be so easy? That's not really necessary. I think now you see that all of it... Wait, what? But that's not true! Oh, did I say that? I missed the part where I said that. But you're still missing the point. Didn't it seem kind of... this matter so serious? The point of settling it in a legal setting? Whew! Let me put it this way. Life is like a piñata. Sure, and you want that stuff that makes you happy, right? Well, in order to get that stuff, you must attack the piñata. But you're wearing a blindfold right now. Keep playing with the blindfold on if you like the game better. But if you take it off, it's easier to get that stuff you want. No! I'm trying to teach you a lesson, but it's literally impossible. Falsehood. Why don't you just leave the teaching to me? There. Great. Well, I'm sure Thomas's friends would love to know that he's himself to attend. It's clear you all have a reason, but I'll always be a part of you. I'm not going anywhere. And there are smarter ways to do what you want anyway.
He said you're wanting to be more honest and be direct dealing with your issues. No longer will you deceive yourself about the ugliness within you.